Stay tuned for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour Storybook. With guest stars Liberace as the wandering minstrel, Tom and Dick Smothers as the king's right hand, and David Frye as a cast of thousands. We'll be right back with a fable for our time.
I'll sing you a tale of a mythical king who once ruled over this town. This powerful sire, he had to retire and give up his throne and his crown. And give up his throne and his crown.
My fellow citizens, I come here tonight because I no longer have any place to go. Tomorrow I will be just another private citizen, no different from any other private citizen who is an ex-king. Thus, it is with a heavy heart. Farewell address. Sad to leave behind my rings. And most of all, my gallbladder. I've tried to be an honest king. I never wanted to send the boys on the crusades. Please, believe me when I tell you this. I've never lied to you, have I? I kidded you a little bit, but I never lied to you. I only regret that I have left no prince to carry on after me. It is true, I do have 2 semi-beautiful daughters. But no son. Therefore, I've selected 2 boys whom I've often thought of as real sons of mine. Sir Richard of the Golden Throat. Me. And my loyal jester, Tom Fu. Boys, boys. It was people like you two, loyal, concerned, over-impetuous, half-baked, misinformed, bleeding heart troublemakers who helped convince me that I should retire. So it is only fitting that I place the task of finding a new king in your hands.
Well, sir, I'd just like to say that I'm
Not
very
yet,
honored to...
rubber mouth. Remember, it is written and ordained that whomsoever shall pulleth the golden sword from out its granite prison, then he shall be the rightful ruler. And it is written that he shall then reign in peace and harmony evermore, provided that people like you will stay off his back. So go ye forth and seek out he who shall rule in my place. Goodbye, good luck, and peace, brother, peace.
And so, Sir Dick and Tom Fool went out into the world looking for a man who could be king. They searched high, they searched low, and sometimes they searched when they were feeling normal. But still no champion came forth to claim the crown.
Gadzooks. Yeah. I can't go on. I've had it. I've looked all over, and there's nobody that can qualify. Nobody that can qualify to be...
But Tom Fool, we can't give up. We've got to find a new leader. The whole kingdom is counting on us.
Nay, Brother Golden Voice. I have not the will to continue, nor because there's no man who has had the strength or desire.
But how about Eugene of McCarthy? Sir Eugene of McCarthy.
Yeah, how about him? Well, he sent a message saying he could not bring his peaceful hands to touch such a warlike weapon as this golden sword. But at least he promised to withhold his support from whomever did pull it out from the rock.
Well, that's something anyway.
Oh, he's wonderful about that.
Well, how about Lord Nelson of Rockefeller?
Oh, yes. He offered to buy the sword. If someone else would first pull it from that ugly rock. Oh, 'tis a thankless and heartless job that we have. Let's return to the king and tell him we can't find a successor. I can't figure out
Perhaps thou art right, Tom Fool.
Yeah.
We will return and inform the old king that he must continue in office.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said he must continue in office.
Maybe we can keep looking. Maybe there's someone that we can find it.
I've got it. As long as we're this desperate, I think I have a man who would want the job. The White Knight, Sir George of Wallace.
What are you two pointer-headed pseudo-intellectuals pussyfooting around for? I don't pussyfoot on what I say. I don't pussyfoot on what I do. I don't pussyfoot on anything. I call a spade a spade.
Methinks he sounds like a bigot.
I heard that, you long-haired, pinko northern agitated grass-sniffing freak. A lot of you people have called me a bigot. Now, I ask you this. Is this the face of a bigot? Now, quit your pussyfooting and tell me what you want me to do.
Well, whomsoever shall plucketh the golden sword from this solid rock shall be crowned as king. So spaketh the king. So yes. Could you just plant your pussyfoot on that rock and segregate golden sword from young dark stone?
Tom Fool, methinkest he not the type.
I'll be the judge of that, boy.
Time's up.
Thou hast failed to pluck the sword from Rocky's scabbard.
Well, I could have pulled it out if I really wanted to, but I'll never be the man to advocate complete withdrawal. To pull out when the going gets tough is un-American.
The next one to try to pull out the sword was elegant, witty, and droll. If manners were strength, he could win by a length and never be short of his goal. And never be short of his goal.
Sir George of the Golden Throat.
Yay.
I mean, Sir Richard of the Golden Throat.
Thank you,
I
Frank.
think we have strayed into a folly and come up with a bummer.
Well, don't lose hope, Tom Fool. I think we have yet another prospect for us. He comes now.
Oh, what ho there, roly-poly varlet? How art thou? Who
Well,
art
let
thou?
me say this. Some people call me HHH. I'd like to go on record to say that HHH does not stand for ho, ho, ho. It stands for ha, ha, ha.
You sound happy to be here.
I'm happy to be anywhere. I'm proud as punch to be running for king. Under the old king, I ran for other things. Coffee, cigarettes, sandwiches, toothpicks, anything the old man could think of, and he thought of everything. The old king told me himself that I had a very good chance of succeeding him to the throne. And he's never lied to me. He's kidded me a little bit, but he's never lied to me.
Oh, we do. All you have to do, Sir H, is to plucketh the golden sword from the solid rock, and ye shall be crowned as king.
That's right.
All right, stand back. Watch, my fellow citizens, as with one joyful pull, you'll finally have your king.
Time's up.
I'm afraid you just weren't strong enough, Sir H.
So I lost. So what? What does it mean? Just everything.
Well, we've tried everyone, so let's just go back and tell the king we failed.
Well, what's going to happen to our kingdom?
Huh. Without a new king, there's going to be chaos and disorder and rioting and looting and strikes and burning, and nobody will know what to do.
Yeah, the same old stuff we got now.
And so goes the tale of the man who did fail to find a man to be king. The country is doomed, the kingdom is ruined. There's no happy ending to sing. There's no happy ending to sing.
You know, I just can't get over it. Sir Eugene, Lord Nelson, Sir George, and even Sir Humphrey.
Yes, all a pack of losers.
I'll lose.
Hold it. Did someone say the magic word?
It's Sir Richard! Sir Richard of Nixon!
You bet it is. I don't know, frankly, if I should stay on the sidelines and watch the kingdom go down the drain, or to go right in there and blow the whole thing myself. Boys, maybe I can be of service to you.
Yes, say, are you a sword plucker?
Hold it. Just wait 1 minute. I've been called many things. I've been called a loser. I've been called a bad sport. I've been called an opportunist. I've even been called Tricky Dicky. Just don't try calling me a sword plucker.
Sir Richard, do you think you could pull the sword, this sword, from the rock, from the stone?
I'm glad you asked me that question. Yes, you're right. Can I pull the sword from the stone? I'll tell you what I think about pulling the sword from the stone. And I want to be very clear about this at this present time. I feel the same way, and I always have, about pulling the sword out of the stone, as I have in the past. And believe me when I tell you this. as I have, about putting the sword into the stone. And you all know by this time what I think about putting the sword into the stone and about taking it out. I hope I made myself clear.
I don't know what he says. It doesn't make much sense. But I think maybe he's right.
Yeah, but you remember what the old king, he said, whomsoever shall plucketh the golden sword from the solid rock scabbard shall forevermore reign as king.
All
as we
right,
wander
just forget
into
it.
the
Let's be sensible. There's nobody left, to pull the sword from the stone, so it's him or nobody.
You don't.
Yes. Either we crown him as king and forget about taking the sword from the stone, or we go back to the old king and say he must serve for 4 more years. What do you say?
All hail the new king!
Yippee, yippee, I'm king! Yippee, yippee! Sock it to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a wonderful audience, and we've really enjoyed doing the show for tonight. And we'd like to bring on our guests and for a nice warm hand and thank them very much. Mr. David Frye. Let's have a big hand for David.
And Mr. Liberace.
Not Mr.
Liberace. Liberace. And Hedgendana. Hedgendana.
Next week, we'd like to say next week we have, once again, the Clingers. We have Joe South and the one and only Mr. Victor Borga. So good night. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.
Now is the time to safeguard your heart, and all hearts, by supporting your Heart Association's crusade against our nation's #1 killer. Give to your heart fund. Give so more will live.
Audio was mixed by Neil Weinstein. Also appearing in tonight's show was Bob Einstein. This is Roger Carroll.